Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai being the name of the Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Those are the correct names you pray to. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Those are the men that taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'd like to also give citations to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing the truth with all righteousness and sincerity, which is the real house of David. Okay, so this quick topic I wanted to speak about, came from when I was listening to the Elder Yashawamba's video, and he was in the moment he was talking about working out in a sense, physical activity. But I when he said what he said, it made me think of the spiritual aspect of things. He said, I think his quote was like, don't worry about the results, worry about the routine. Results come with obedience, and that hit the nail on the head. Because sometimes we put too much focus on what the end goal may be, while not perfecting our routine. A good routine is going to breed great results. Okay, so we have to if we want to truly serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we have to work on it, man. If we want to be great men, very knowledgeable men, we gotta work on it. We gotta put in the work to get those blessings. Okay, you can't sit here and say you want to be so knowledgeable in the truth, but you're not studying enough. You're not putting in the hours and the pain to get that blessing. Okay, so we have to focus. We have to focus on the routine before we get the results. Okay, so I just want to get a couple scriptures and speak on this. This is Joshua 1:8. Now, actually, I'm gonna read in the NLT. Study this book of instruction continually. Okay, it says continually. Okay, we have to continually study this thing. No matter how much knowledge you get in this thing, you're never going to. There's always more to learn. There's always more to learn in this thing, man. Even with breakdowns of scriptures that already, sometimes you'll hear it one day and you'll get a new nugget, some new life out of it. Okay, that just shows you the greatness and beautifulness of these the scriptures, man. Okay, so it says study this book of instruction continually, meditate on it day and night. Okay, we got to meditate on this day and night. It has to be. We have to walk in this life. It has to be an everyday thing. It can't just be okay. Yeah, at this certain time, I'm gonna just worry about the truth, and then the rest of the time, I'm a bullshit. No, this it's got to be a all day thing, all day, all night thing, man. Okay, and now that's not saying that you don't have hobbies, you can't do certain things in between time, but no, your focus should be on your Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and even when you do. I will always say, even when you do are in your hobbies, whatever that may be listening to music, watching sports, watching movies. When you're a spiritual man, you still watch it from the gaze and eyes of a righteous man. So even then, you still filter all those hobbies through the truth. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that, but you gotta focus on this daily, man. Okay. So it says meditate on it day and night, so you will be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then, okay. So after that, after continuing in this thing day and night, okay. Meditating on it day and night, okay. Studying this book, okay, continually. Only then will you prosper and succeed in all you do. That's it, man. That's if you're looking for the results, but you got to put in the routine first. Okay, you gotta perfect your routine. Okay, success wasn't promised because of talent or natural ability. It's connected. It's connected to the consistency staying in the word, man. You got to consistently stay in this word. Okay. However that may be for you, it could be watching videos. It could just be reading the scriptures. Okay. Even if you're not doing those two things, if you're immersed in the truth, when you're just sitting in your peace and silence, the righteousness should still be in your head, man. Okay, it doesn't have to be a structured thing. Okay, now structure, of course, perfects the craft, But I'm just saying, when you just sitting around doing whatever you doing whatever you're doing, you can still be thinking on righteous thoughts. You should be having righteous thoughts in your head. Okay. We got to focus on the routine instead of just worrying about the results. The results are going to come because of the routine. I'm gonna go to Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Okay? We got to meditate on this word day and night, man. It says the law here, but the scriptures is the law, man. We got to meditate. We got to meditate on Yahweh Shem Yahushua day and night, man. He has to be in your walk, okay? All decisions have to be made through him, no matter what you do, how you allocate your time, okay? It has to be done in that manner. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he shall do shall prosper, man. So we're compared to trees. You're going to be fruitful. How do you become fruitful as a tree? How do you grow? Okay, you got to continually water yourself, man. Continue to get that sunlight. Okay, that's what helps the plant grow. That's what helps the trees grow. So with us, we have to continually immerse ourselves in this truth, in the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's how we're going to get better. That's how we're going to get the results of what we want. And what we want to be counted worthy, so we can get it, so we can be saved up out of here and get the ultimate goal of immortality in the everlasting kingdom, man. That's it, man. I need it. I needs it. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm saying, I need it. I mean, I gotta put in more work. I gotta do better. Everything I say to brothers, I gotta say it to myself first, which I am saying it to myself first. You want these things, you want these glorious things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua said he has waiting for you, you got to put in the work. You got to become better. Are you better? Are you a better man than you were yesterday? That's how you have to judge yourself. That's how you have to examine yourself, man. I need to be better than I was yesterday, okay? So after this video, the next video I do, there has to be a process of I was better than I was at that time, okay? You know what you got to do, man. You know what you need to do in this thing. Do it, because it's obviously we at the end. We are at the end, man. We are at the end. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't stop right now. Keep going. Pick up your pace. All these wars, man, everything that's happening right now, okay? All these earthquakes, all these signs that we're seeing. He's telling us, and we're the only ones that can see it. The simple fact that you can see it is a blessing, man. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Take advantage of it, man, because there's going to come a point in time where what you got, your works that you got, is just what you got, man. So try to get as much in as you can. And again, your works isn't just videos and going out on the highways and byways. It's how you conduct yourself throughout your daily walk. Because you could be able to preach all the scriptures as you want, but if you're not being a righteous man, then what is it for? You just being a hypocrite. Go to Proverbs. It's Proverbs 6. 6 and 6. Actually, I'm reading the NLT. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Okay, we know the ants. We know how the ants conduct themselves. Okay, they're very hard workers. Okay, they're very hard workers. They can I don't know the exact numbers, but an ant can lift maybe double time his weight, triple time his weight. Okay. They're continual workers, okay, for the betterment of themselves. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer gathering food for the winter. Okay, so they are perfecting their craft. They perfect their craft. They perfect their routine. How to be, what makes their system work. Okay, that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do, man. If the ant can do it, why can't we do it? The ant doesn't have the capabilities to acknowledge Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It just does it. We do. We know the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So why aren't we doing what they do? Why aren't we working as hard as them? That's something you got to be honest with yourself. Whatever you're doing now, you can do more. Try to do more. Other brothers more doesn't have to be compared to other brothers more, but you got to do more. Okay? We don't have to be wrapped up in this box, man. All right? You want to do an extra video, however many videos you do a week. Let's say you do 3 videos a week, right? Try to do 4. And that 4th one don't got to be an hour-minute video. Don't got to be a 40-minute video. Don't got to be a 20-minute video. You could focus on one scripture and just talk about it for 5 to 10 minutes. That's giving praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You're still preaching his word. But we got to try. We got to do better. We got to do better, man. We don't want to feel that wrath, man. We don't want to feel the left-hand side of the day of the Lord. Because not only is it going to kick our ass that day, we'll have to remember it for eternity with embarrassment. We don't want that. We don't want that everlasting stain, man. We want the everlasting blessing, man. We want to be able to tell our kids and our grandchildren, their kids, their kids, their kids, their kids. We want the story to continue on of how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai saved us up out of that, man, because we did his will. Let's go to 2 Timothy's 2 and 15. You know, we always say this one. How do you perfect your routine? Okay, how do you get the results of your routine? 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God. Okay, you gotta study, man. You gotta study. Okay, no matter how much you know, you're going to continue to know more if you continue to study, man. Again, like I said earlier, there's scriptures that you've read all the time that you know to break down on. Okay. But just one day you happen to read it again and you get a different feel of it, okay? You get more meat off the bone of it, okay? That's how we gotta conduct ourselves, man. Study to show thyself approved. Anything you do in life, you have to practice on it to perfect it. Again, in the practice, it's going to be stumbles. As the scripture say, righteous man shall fall 7 times, but he's going to get back up, okay? So yeah, you're studying. You may have little mishaps in it, but you got to continue in it, man. That's how you're going to get better. And when you continue to immerse yourself in this word, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Because when you study, you don't need to be ashamed in this thing because you're going to have knowledge of this truth, okay? And again, your knowledge may not be as much as the next man, but if you study as hard as you can, you're going to be able to get everything out of it that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai blessed you with. We don't have to be perfect in this thing, but we got to fight for perfectness, man. You're not going to be perfect in the flesh, but you still need to be the best you. I always say that we got to be the best. You got to be the best you, man. And it's a fight. It's a fight, man. How you think you're going to get the everlasting kingdom without fighting for it? So what, you fall. Get your ass back up, man. We have no excuses in this thing. Just because you fall don't mean you wicked. But if you fall and you allow that to take over you, then you are a wicked nigga. Then you are wicked, man. None of us are perfect. But you got to keep fighting. You got to keep showing that sincerity towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got to keep asking for his mercy. By you getting up and doing his will, even though you fall, you giving praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because with him, we can do all things, man. That's how you can praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by fighting, even when you getting your ass kicked. And in this job, man, on this side, we get our ass kicked. Part of your job description is to get your ass kicked. Of course, it's easier said than done, but we got to do it. It's 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. I think it's 24. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. I know ye not, Slakia, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Okay, let me read that again. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Okay, so we're all in a race, man. We're all in a race. Okay, and only one person receives that prize. So we have to run with the mindset of, I want to receive that prize, man. Okay. Now in our journey, in our race, okay, there's multiple brothers running. Okay. I'm not racing against a righteous man. I'm racing against the wicked, man. I need to beat the wicked. Okay. And by beating the wicked, I gotta practice my craft, man. I gotta put in the work. Cause I know he ain't putting in the work. But if I allow myself to be like him, there's an opportunity he can beat me. You don't want to get beat by the 2/3, man. You want to win that race along the 1/3, along with the elect, man. That 144. That's who's going to win the race. And every man that's striving for the mastery, this truth is a mastery, man. It's a craft. It's a in the world, a degree. Okay, this is the ultimate degree. You know, people like to brag on they master degrees and all that. That ain't compared. That's nothing compared to the truth, man. To the mastery that we're working for. Okay. And every man that's striving for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are in incorruptible. Okay, so they do it for a fucking, you know, if we'll use an example of the race, they doing it for a little a gold medal. Okay, they're doing it from praise from other people. We're doing it for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're doing it for immortality, man. We're doing it for an everlasting kingdom and righteousness, where we don't have to worry anymore. Righteousness is going to be put inside us, man. We're going to be doing 100%. Never have to question ourselves. That's what we're fighting for. That's going to be our gold medal. Okay. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, I myself should not be a castaway. We don't want to be hypocrites, man. We saying all the right things, what you should do, but behind the scenes, you ain't putting in the work. You ain't practicing your craft. You're not practicing your routine. You're not perfecting your routine. So we don't want to be that man, because it is men in this thing that are behaving in that manner. They're saying all the right things, but they're not doing them. And while you may be able to fool other brothers, you can't fool Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? This is Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Okay? So yeah, while rehearsing this thing, okay, while practicing our craft, okay, it might feel tiresome, okay? Because again, we in the flesh, so you're gonna get your ass kicked while you trying to be righteous in the hellhole, okay? But don't worry, we're gonna get our reward in due season. He promised us this. The creator of everything promised us that. So why would you not have faith in that, man? Why wouldn't you be the best you? Okay? These are conversations you need to be having with yourself, man. Talk to yourself. All right? Be real with yourself. Write down your faults. Maybe you need to see them. Instead of just keeping it in your head and saying it to yourself in your head, write down your faults. You know how people have I think they call it a vision board? Do something like that. Write down, this is where I lack in. This is what I want to be. Okay? And then when you look at it, you can see, you can keep track of what you need to be doing, man. Okay, we got to be creative. We got to find ways of how to be better, okay? It's not wrong with something like that, man. Talk to brothers. Maybe ask a brother to be honest with you. Like, hey, from your perspective, what you think I need to be better on? And a righteous man is going to tell you, okay? Because sometimes you might not even notice that you're not doing what you need to be doing. Again, because sometimes this flesh can overtake you. And you might get blinded, okay? But we at the end, so we gotta figure it out. You know? Let's go to Ecclesiastes. This is 9 and 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. So whatever you got to do to make yourself better, to make the body better, to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, do it with all your might, man. Again, be the best you. Nor do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest, okay? So you have to be you, man. You don't want to think about you bullshitting right now, and then God forbid, Lord will, whatever his will is, okay? You pass away. Something happens when you pass away. But you ain't putting enough work, man. You ain't putting enough work. You're gonna have to beg Yahweh Shem Yahushua to have mercy upon you, man. I speak for myself, man. I ain't putting enough work yet. I haven't put in enough work yet. I'm not being the best me. That's why I gotta figure it out, man. I gotta find my way. Cause like I said before, we have no excuses in this thing, man. Okay? It's time to build up your treasure in the heaven, man. Fuck all these distractions that's here. Okay? We gotta perfect our craft, man. We gotta run that race to win, not just to be in it. Because there's a beautiful reward at the end of that, okay? Even if you look at it from a cardinal standpoint, using another sports analogy, think about somebody like Steph Curry. Steph Curry is considered the greatest shooter of all time in the NBA. But you know something about Steph Curry? He has to make 100 shots a day. He has to make 500 shots a day before he ends his workout. Not layups, shots, three-point shooting. He has to make 500 a day. So somebody as great as he is, look at the work he's still putting in. And the reason he's as great as he is because of that work that he has put in. You hear the story about Kobe, keeping it on sports. You hear the story about Kobe during the All-Star. Not All-Star, during the Olympics, okay? While guys were coming in, they went out partying. While they were coming back from the club, they was coming to the hotel, coming back from the club. He was leaving the hotel to go work out. Think about that, man. They were coming back like 4 something in the morning. But he was leaving at 4 something in the morning to go to the gym to go work out. And then eventually other guys started following suit, started doing what he did. That's another thing. Let other brothers be an inspiration to you. You see other brothers. You see how knowledgeable they are on this thing. You see how the elders, man, the apostles, man, they going even harder, man. Let that be example into you of how to be. Again, you don't have to get to that level, but try to get to another level than what you already are. Go to Luke 9:23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me, man. You got to take up your cross daily. You got to deny your flesh. Your flesh is always going to find an excuse for you to do something else. I'm tired. I don't feel like doing this. I want to have a little fun. Yeah. I just read. Now it's time for me to watch some bullshit or something like that. No, you got to fight those temptations. You got to put in more work, man. And it's a daily thing. You got to take that cross daily, man. You got to walk with that cross daily. You got to walk with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua daily, man. It's an every day, every hour, every minute, every second thing, man. In this line of work, okay? Like the video I was watching, the elder Yashawamba, you gotta deny some people that you love sometimes, man. Okay? Not sometimes, a lot of the times, man. Because the spirit might get on them to distract you, and you gotta toughen up, you gotta man up and say, no, I'm not doing this. And I'm not just talking about friends in the world. I'm talking about your wife, your kids. We're not doing this right now. I got to do my Father's will. Y'all come behind that. But by me doing my Father's will can possibly help you. Now, they will never understand that, but that's how you got to have that mindset. You look at your wife. You look at your kids. Your children, Slakia, you look at them. That should make you want to go harder because I know you love them. Their best opportunity is through you. Now, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has a setup how he has a setup because everybody's walk is their own walk. But by you getting yourself right, by you doing what you need to do, by you denying the flesh, walking with your cross daily, you give them a better opportunity to be saved. So just take that in consideration, man. Take that in consideration. This is Romans 12. Romans 12 and 11. I'm actually reading the NLT. Never be lazy. Never be lazy, man. On this side, not even the spiritual side, on the carnal side, laziness isn't considered a good thing. So only imagine how it's looked at in righteousness, okay? Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically, man. You got to be passionate about this thing. It should feel good when you serve the Lord. We all know that feeling, man. When you putting in the work, when you conquer something through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know that euphoric feeling after you maybe do a video, you on the highways and byways, you make a good point through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you figure out things through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We know that feeling, man. Okay? But you got to do it enthusiastically, man. You got to do it enthusiastically. You got to be into it. You got to, this is your woman. You got to be into it, man. The scriptures is your woman. We are the Lord's women. Okay? You know how you want your wife to be into you. That's how we got to be into the Lord, man. Trying to please him. I always say that, man. When you want to think about how you should serve the Lord, think about how you want your wife to reverence you, man. Rejoice in our confident hope. We have hope, man. That's all we got is hope, faith. Because we actually see it though. See, these other peoples, they don't see the powers and doings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but we see it, man. I remember a point in time where we were hoping about news of Iran. We were just the elders just preaching about when we first came into this truth, man, connecting the dots with Iran. And there would be no news about Iran, so we were just waiting for it. But now they're in the news. We're here. We are at that moment. He is proving who he is. We see who the real power is, man. So we got to go harder for him. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. In the trouble that you will receive, because again, and part of this job is, man, we're going to be in trouble, man. We're going to have to face adversity. But be patient, man. Keep praying. We got the spiritual power that we have right now is knowing the name. Knowing the name and then believing on it. Once you know the name and you believe on it, he got us. He got you. He got me. We just got to do our part. This is James 4:8. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Okay? Plain and simple, man. We gotta come to him, man. It's not on his job to get us. We gotta go to him. We gotta search him out. We gotta search to please him. Okay? Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and be purified and purify your hearts, ye double-minded, man. That's how we all were. That's how we all were. We were walking zombies, man. And then the Lord called us back. So now we got to run to him. We got to run to him. The day of the Lord is the day of the Lord. And I say that to say, you don't want to be on that left-hand side, man. I don't want to be on that left-hand side. Lord, please. Please have mercy upon me. But I got to fight for it, man. I got to fight for that mercy. It's coming, Akyam. It's coming, man. And that door is about to close, man. It's about to close. It's gonna be a point to where we can't be doing these videos no more. We're not gonna be on the highways and byways no more. The famine of the word, man. So you people that are just listening, get yourself right too. Everybody's not called to be a prophet, but you still got to get yourself right, man. Are you walking in the steps of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Those questions only can be answered when you examine yourself. So that's why it's so important. Hebrews 6:10. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Okay, so he's not going to forget the work that we're doing right now, man. He's not going to forget the hours that you put in. Okay, he's not going to forget when you denied your flesh. Okay, he's not going to forget when you came home tired. Okay. And wanted to go to sleep, but you say, you know what? I need to do this video. He's not gonna forget that, man. Because you put him above yourself. You put him above the flesh. The flesh is never on the side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because the flesh carries excuses. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, man. We got to be diligent, man. We got to be diligent. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Okay, you can't get those promises if you're slothful in the Lord's business. We got to be about the Lord's business, man. That's our business. That is your main job. Of course, you gotta work and stuff to pay bills. You gotta take care of your family. But you figure those things out through the truth, man. Okay? Now, of course, you got don't get it twisted. Like, if you got to work on the Sabbath, you got to work on the Sabbath. But you got to do everything for the Lord to your best ability. He knows you. He knows what you can do. You got to do it, though. And we can actually end off with this last scripture. This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Okay, so this is your whole job, man. This is your whole thing that you need to be doing. Okay, this is your focus here. This is your focus. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That is your whole duty in this thing, man. It's to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And how do you fear him? It's by doing his will. It's by serving him. How do you serve him? It's by having a routine, okay? By perfecting your routine, okay? Because to serve him properly, to get that result that you want, which is the everlasting kingdom and immortality, to be elect, to where your name is never forgotten, you got to put in that good routine, man, to get those results. So that's it, Hopefully you've been edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Fast, pray, do whatever you can to do to get yourself right so you can be saved up out of here, man, because we are at the end. It is coming, Akyam and sisters, okay? It's coming. I love you. I love the righteous. That's what we're always speaking to. We're always speaking towards the righteous, man, to the sincere men and women, okay? You may not get called out by name, but if you are walking after Yahweh Shem Yahushua in sincerity, my love goes towards you, okay? And I pray for you. And Lord willing, I am part of that fold, so may you pray for me. May your prayers reflect on me, okay? Shalom.